Hey guys, and welcome back to the final episode of the Watford career mode here in season 1. We've reached May. We've got our final couple of games. We're away at West Ham first, then our final home game in the season against Manchester City. Couldn't be a more difficult opponent. And then we're going to end the episode and the season away at the Emirates at Arsenal. So a kind of a Londonish derby to end the episode and end the season. But we're going to jump straight into this West Ham game here. Obviously, there's still a little bit to play for us. Even though we're not going for the Premier League title or European places or anything, we do have a couple of places up for grabs, particularly with Wolves and possibly even United that we could be battling. But we could also be looking a bit behind our shoulders as well. So it's important that we get these wins and close out the season on a high, that would be great. But yeah, we're going to jump into this game here against West Ham. Should be a game we win. I think West Ham haven't had the best season. We'll go to the table later on in the episode, but definitely expect us to be winning this game here. And Ismaila Sarr here nicking the ball, poor defending or poor kind of passing there from the West Ham left back, and Ismaila Sarr here breaks down the right. Great strength there, holding off his man. Can he get his cross? And he squares it to Iñaki Williams, who gets past his men there with a bit of luck, but couldn't get the ball past, I think, Fabianski, who's in goal for West Ham there. But good bit of strength there from Ismaila Sarr. He's really, particularly in the second half of the season, really impressed me. So interesting to see what will happen to him next season. But Deulofeu picking the ball up here, getting the ball through to Will Hughes, who's starting this game. Obviously, he will be leaving for Chelsea in the summer, so hasn't got many games left for us there. But Deulofeu cutting the ball back on his right foot, on his favoured right foot. But again, Fabianski coming up with a big save, and then coming out and punching the ball from the corner. So he looks like it might be tough to beat Fabianski this game, as Rigoni looks like a new West Ham signing there, crossing the ball in, but well defended at the far post there. And Jonathan Ikone trying to lead the breakaway here. Just Iñaki Williams ahead of him, but he's managed to jink past Declan Rice there. And Deulofeu playing a beautiful ball down the line to Iñaki Williams. He gets past Panchal Kimpembe. No idea what he's doing at West Ham, but Iñaki Williams again showing us why he is the Don, why he is the G of our team, cutting inside Kimpembe there, and this time being able to beat Fabianski. Don't think Fabianski had too much of a chance there. That was all about the ball from Deulofeu though. Just cut out like 3 West Ham defenders all in one ball. It was a fantastic ball. And then it was quiet. Once Williams got it onto his right foot, you knew what was going to happen. And half an hour in, we go 1-0 ahead. So exactly kind of what I predicted before the game. We would dominate. As we come into the second half here, not much else happened in the first half, but as you can see there, Iñaki Williams trying to get the ball there to Jonathan Ikone, probably one of the shortest players on our team. And Fabianski and his defender having a bit of a faff there, but it looks like, I think in the second half we're going to look to put on the pressure really. West Ham didn't really produce anything in the first half, other than that one cross from Rigoni, which was defended pretty well by us. So it'll be interesting to see if we can extend this lead, or whether we kind of just have to stick with the 1-0 here as the ball gets out to Deulofeu, but he's stupidly straight offside. Not sure who he's blaming there. There's only him to blame. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the rest of the second half. Not much happened. We did have a free kick right towards the end of the half. We haven't had many free kicks this season, so we haven't had a chance for Deulofeu to get in on the act, but he gets a great ball in there, and it comes off against the post, almost right for the top bins, but unfortunately for us, just the outside of the post that's hitting, and unfortunately we do not get the second goal there, as Guendouzi, not sure who he's trying to pass to there, cleverly picks up the ball. Doucouré again trying to get his shot away. He does get his shot away, but it's blocked well by the West Ham defenders. But that was a pretty good free kick from Gerard Deulofeu. As I was saying, we haven't really had too many free kicks in promising positions, so that was interesting to see. I don't think I've mastered the free kick on this game anyway. But anyways, a 1-0 win. That's exactly what we needed to kick off this episode and the final couple of games of the season. And here we have an important game for us this season. This is our final home game of the season. We've been kind of up and down at home. We've started off well, then we kind of had a blip where we just weren't doing very well at all at home, and then we kind of regained. So maybe it's kind of just a neutral season at home for us. But hopefully next season we can turn Vicarage Road into a fortress, as every manager hopes. But this game's going to be as a tough one as you can expect. Obviously Manchester City, Aguero here on the ball, cutting inside left and right, getting his strike away and absolutely smashing the crossbar there. Ben Foster with absolutely no chance. That is a typical Sergio Aguero goal. Obviously he's just broken the foreign striker or foreign Premier League goal scoring in the Premier League as well. So and we scored many goals like that from the outside of the box there. As Jonathan Ikone on the break this time tries to set Iñaki Williams through, but no luck there. But yeah, obviously it's Manchester City, so they're high up in the table, the lofty heights as you'd expect them. And we haven't really been able to cause too much here, but we do have another free kick in a promising position. In the last game I was saying that we haven't had any free kicks at all, and now we get 2 and 2, and it's from a very similar position, so maybe I can learn something from last time. As Delifeu here gets the ball out, but sets it out way too much to the right. Could have maybe got a left footer on that actually, to kind of curl away from the goalkeeper, but yeah, never going in from Delifeu. Just set the ball out a bit too far wide. But yeah, we haven't conceded. We're half an hour in at home. That's always a positive. Gaia here on the ball, who Man City looked to have signed. The ball gets played into Sergio Aguero and then on to Thomas Muller, and Ben Foster yet again with a fantastic save. The defender was just a step behind Muller there, and yeah, he did very well to get his shot away, but then equally good from Ben Foster to clear it. I was actually thinking early this season that maybe in the summer it's time to replace Ben Foster, but he's just given me no reason to want to know that. I think he's like 36. Only if he retires, I think, will we be getting rid of him. But we were on the break there from Manchester City's corner. And Iñaki Williams, I think, like when this happened in game the first time, I was like screaming for a penalty. Like this had to be a penalty. But actually watching it on the replays, I think actually maybe the defender just got the ball first. And fair play to him. But Bernardo Silva here absolutely selling Doucouré, getting the ball into David Silva, I think it is, and then Muller getting the lucky rebound, but it is offside, which is very fortunate for us. Doucouré got absolutely sold a dream there, just came sliding in there, and Silva just very nicely cut in on his left foot. But yeah, it's nearly half time now, so if we can get in at half time 0-0, I think we'd take that as a success. But the half is not over yet, and Silva again doing Doucouré, this time against Holding, does Holding as well. Does a few step overs, slots the ball into Sergio Aguero. I'm not sure, I think it was Max Aarons. He was playing so deep. I think at the last minute he tried to step up, but it was way too late. I'm not sure why he was playing on his 6-yard box. All of the other defenders, you'll see from this replay here, Cabaselli, Holding, they're all about 5 yards ahead of him, and Max Aarons really deep, so not sure why he was defending so deep there, and that'll be definitely something for him to work on as we move into the last game of the season and then into next season. But there it is, half time, and unfortunately we do go in one behind. After saying it would have been great to get in at 0-0, we do find ourselves 1-0 behind at the break. But Iñaki Williams here setting the ball up to Delifeu. Will he get a shot away? He goes to square it instead. Not sure that was probably the most sensible decision. Probably should have tried to bend it with Delifeu. Obviously his right foot is a bit of a wand, but yeah, we do get the throw in here, and well, we had the throw in, but we gave it back very quickly. But Man City gave it back pretty quickly there as well. And yeah, Man City look like they're turning up the heat a bit here with Raheem Sterling into David. Not sure who he is, in one-on-one with Ben Foster. But yeah, again, you know the result. It's Ben Foster, so it's going to be a save. But Raheem Sterling pinches the ball back here. Man City with that high press. We can't clear the ball there. And the ball falls to, I think it falls to De Bruyne? Who does it fall to? I can't even remember. But we'll have a look. It looks like De Bruyne. But yeah, they pinch the ball back in our own penalty box. I think that's obviously the press from them. And no, it looks like it's Thomas Muller instead. Yeah, it is Thomas Muller who opportunistically, oh, that's a difficult word to say, in the box there, just able to crash the ball away after some great play by Raheem Sterling. But yeah, we shouldn't have got caught there. We can't be getting caught in our own box with the ball here. But David, again, not sure who David is. Got a very basic name, but maybe one of these Brazilian kids. But gets the ball out here to Sterling, who's been causing us a lot of problems here in the second half. And he squares the ball back to De Bruyne, and De Bruyne with a nice turn. And yeah, slots the ball past Ben Foster. Nothing he could really do about that one. That was all about that pass from David into Sterling, and then Sterling with some fantastic play down the left. Max Aarons really hasn't lived up this game, maybe showing that he's still probably got a little more learning to do than I think, and maybe he can't be my first choice for next season. But we'll see. It's only one game, obviously, so I don't want to write him off too quickly. But yeah, coming towards the end of the game here, we didn't really produce too much. The City defence was marshalling Iñaki Williams very well. Obviously, they're very pacey. As Jonathan Ikone getting a bit heated here towards the end of the game, just a bit of frustration. And they got Soule in defence as well, so they've signed him from Bayern Munich, so he's an absolute tank. So no wonder Iñaki Williams is going to get around him. And there you go. There is the final whistle, and a disappointing end to our final home game of the season, a 3-0 defeat. But it was against Manchester City, and we did hang in the game for the good half an hour, which is always a good thing. But before we jump to the last game, we're just going to have a look at the table to see what's at stake here. And as you can see, we're on 60 points in 9th position, and Wolves are also on 60 points in 8th position. So there is a lot to play for in this final game. I think we have a look at who Wolves play. I think they have a difficult game as well. But also we'll have a look at the top scorers. Harry Kane already got the golden boot. You can probably get his feet up for this final game of the season. But you can see there, Iñaki Williams in 6th position with 19 goals. So opportunity for him to rise as well. And Jonathan Ikone with 10 assists. He's got an opportunity to climb up that assist ranking too. So hopefully we can cross off some of those milestones in this final game away at the Emirates. And here we are, beautiful stadium. You know, fair play to Arsenal. They have a very, very nice stadium. I've been to it many times. But yeah, Mesut Ozil there looking to cause a bit of destruction. Arsenal always kind of a good, I would say, like, they look like they enjoy playing on the last day of the season because they just like to pass the ball around and it's kind of in the sun. It's very Arsenal, I would say, but hopefully we can disrupt that today. As Ainsley Maitland-Niles here skips past, I think that was Jonathan Ikone. Not sure what Jonathan Ikone was trying there, but Maitland-Niles again going past Messina. And a great bit of play here from Arsenal. Get the balls into Lacazette and he squares it over to Mesut Ozil. And yeah, as I was saying about Arsenal enjoying playing in the sun at the end of the season, that's exactly how they started this game. And Mesut Ozil coming over, celebrating with his trademark McDonald's signature. And yeah, that was a very much an Arsenal goal, just walking the ball into the net. Yeah, not so much the best of any bias there. Maitland-Niles got way too much time and space down the right and was able to beat our defenders way too easily. So we'll have to make sure we stop that for the rest of the game. But Deulofeu trying to lead a break here, getting the ball in behind Tierney to Ismaila Sarr. Ismaila Sarr with the pace, you know what it is. What will he do? He squares the ball into Gerard Deulofeu, who very, very cleverly, you'll see this on the replay, he just kind of goes in front of his defender, but then that was almost a fake and then drops back, which means Sarr was able to find him, and then he was able to just play the ball there into the goal. And the Watford fans here at the Emirates going crazy. You know how we like to score away from home. It's a great bit of strength and play from Ismaila Sarr there, and you can see there from Deulofeu, he went forward but then he faked back. And that's a bit of revenge on Maitland-Niles. Maybe he can attack and take on our players, but he can't defend. And we do find ourselves 1-1. So after that kind of setback at the beginning of the first half, we do claw it back. So it'll be interesting to see whether we can push on from here, or whether Arsenal will begin to regain control again. But we move into the second half. Not much happened, and yeah, the second half didn't start so well with this goal from Nicolas Pepe. It was a nice little through ball there from Alexandre Lacazette, getting his second assist of the game. I didn't know Nicolas Pepe had a right foot. And again, I think it was Cabasele this time who dropped way too deep. I think maybe this is something I can play around with the tactics of this team. Because there always seems to be one defender dropped really deep. It's almost like we don't want to play offside. Or one defender is playing more as a sweeper. So yeah, that caught us out again this time. And Nicolas Pepe, who, as I was saying earlier, didn't know had a right foot. Scores with his right for his 15th goal of the season. But Iñaki Williams picking the ball up here again, ghosting past a couple of defenders. David Luiz getting nowhere near Iñaki Williams, but his shot was just a little too close to Bernd Leno there. Great little play to get the ball onto his right foot, but a little bit too close to Leno there. But we're getting there. We're pushing. We're not letting our heads drop. You know, it's the last game of the season. We're leaving it all on the line, as you have to do in the final game of the season. You know, we've still got 8th position to try and get here. So that's definitely a possibility. As Jonathan Ikone nicks the ball here in midfield, gets the ball through into Iñaki Williams, cuts inside Medley, who's a defender, and smashes the ball in the near post past Bernd Leno. This time making sure he gets it far, far away from Bernd Leno. And yeah, Iñaki Williams finishing off the season like an absolute monster, like he's been for so much of the season. There's a great little ball there from Ikone, cutting David Luiz out of the play. And Medley, not sure, looks like Arsenal got centre-back problems still in real life, as they do in the game in this career mode. And that takes him to 20 Premier League goals. He's hit that milestone. I think we set that milestone for him earlier in the season. He's been able to hit it, so that's absolutely fantastic. But, you know, the game's not over here. We're in the kind of a late part of the game. There's definitely a chance for us to win this game, as Ismaila Sarr swears the ball to Iñaki Williams there. All he had to do was beat the keeper, and he was a couple of yards out, and he just smashed the ball at Bernd Leno. I think Iñaki Williams has something for for Bernd Leno here as he gets past his defender yet again. Iñaki Williams trying to get a shot away, and another save from Bernd Leno. And having been 2-1 down and making it 2-2 in the last 5 minutes, we definitely should have won this game. Iñaki Williams with a couple of absolute gilt-edged chances there, should have taken at least one of them. We could have won this game 3-2 or 4-2, and Arsenal were very, very lucky to still be drawing in this game, and hopefully we don't regret this. And there is the full-time whistle to end this first season of career mode with Watford. I'd say a pretty successful one. Obviously in real life, Nigel Pearson's doing a bit of a resurrection with Watford, but finishing in the top half of the table, which I think we will do, is a great result for Watford. And we'll look to push on next season. But unfortunately, as you can see, we didn't get 8th position. Wolves also drew. So if Iñaki Williams had put away some of those chances, we would have finished in 8th. But as you can see there, Liverpool winning the title with 86 points, just a point clear of Spurs. So that was interesting to see. But obviously, as you guys remember, we started this career mode way back when the game first came out, when there was all these glitches with career mode. So they did well to recover and win that. But obviously, Kane winning Golden Boot, Iñaki Williams drawing in the end with Marega on 20 goals. So a great season for him, finishing 4th in the top scorer charts. But that is it, guys. This is the end of season 1 here in the Watford career mode. We finished 9th in the Premier League, which I think is pretty good. So I'll be interested to see. Well, I'm interested to see it, and let me know if you think we should sign certain players over this summer transfer window, or what you want to see in the next season. Whether we should even stay at Watford, whether we should look at some other teams available. I personally do want to stay at Watford. I think we've started something, and I think definitely next season we can try and push into the European places, and definitely get a little further in the cups. We didn't do so well in the cups this season. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys, to look out for season 2 of career mode. Also, get in touch with me either in the comments or Twitter or Instagram or whatever if you want to see certain things in season 2. But I will be doing a transfers episode as well, just to give you guys an insight into the kind of players I want to buy. Maybe I've already gone and bought some players, but we'll do that on the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first season of Kieran. I've definitely enjoyed playing it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.